Hi, my name is Ramsey Mesnard. I'm an alumni from Union College, and in high school I made a pact with the devil. When I was a sophomore in high school, I was laying down in my bed and I just was thinking to myself, all I want in this world are two things. I just want a lot of women, and I want to be the best guitarist in the world. And I really wanted these things, and I felt like God couldn't give me what I wanted. And I thought to myself, well, if God can't give me that, then I have to go to the other side. And I did. And I prayed in my bed to Satan, and I asked him for those two things. If I could have a lot of women and amazing capabilities on the guitar, then he could do whatever he wanted with me. He could have me do whatever his will was. And from that moment on, I practiced instead of doing homework, but I also just became really good at many instruments really quickly, and I was very popular with women in high school. And the thing about it is that I was very mean to them. I objectified them, and I did things that I'm not very proud of, and I hope that someday those people could forgive me. But, sorry, this is harder to talk about than I thought. When I was about to graduate high school, I decided to go to Union College, and I thought to myself, well, maybe this will help me get out of this Pact deal, because I knew it was real, and I felt its effects on me. And I thought it would just be instant, but it was not. I went to Union College, and I identified as bisexual. I, again, was very mean to women. I objectified them. And I was terribly addicted to pornography. I would watch it daily, multiple times a day sometimes. And it left me just so broken and empty that I just felt like there was no reason for me to live. And I attempted suicide. I wasn't successful, but I'm glad to be here today to speak to you now. I eventually met the love of my life, and she saw that I was really struggling. She didn't know that I had made a pact at that time, but she saw that I was really struggling with life, and she tried to help me, but I would just be so mean to her. And when we were just dating, and we eventually got engaged, and I was still mean to her. We got married, still, gosh, awfully mean to her. And she finally pulled it out of me that I had made a pact. And at first I thought, this is where the divorce happens. This is where she's going to throw off her rings. And she just looked at me and said, well, we're going to work through this. And it still was not easy. I still fought her. I hit her. I was mean and just said awful things to her. And one night, we had a fight, but something different happened. I started convulsing. I fell to the floor, and to be honest, I blacked out. I don't remember what happened, but from what my wife told me, there were 3 voices that spoke, and none of them were kind. And she got a friend on the phone, and she and her prayed insistently, and I remember just waking up and tears all over her face. And we think that they cast out 3 demons inside of me. And from that point on, I made it my life's goal to not be any part in line with anything demonic, anything that's evil, and I've done everything I can to do God's will instead of the other will. And I remember just a flush of shame, sadness, but then joy when I realized that I was free and that I wasn't who I was. And I hope that if you're feeling like a monster inside, that there is a God who can pick you up, turn you around, and place your feet on solid ground. And I know that he can transform people because he transformed me. And what he did for another, he can do again. If you want to share your story, reach out to Union College Campus Ministries.